All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is going to be a quick lesson, all right, centered around, the topic of, all right, the reason, all right, in which, when we go out there, we should go out there with all boldness and confidence is because we really have nothing to fear, all right. Because we speak the truth. Okay, we have nothing to fear in the sense that you shouldn't be scared, all right, about being confounded when you're out there. Don't be hesitant, to go out there because you fear that somebody will confound you. If that's the mindset that you have, all right, then one, you need to go study like the scriptures say, all right, to show yourself approved. You have to study the scriptures thoroughly, all right, so you can build that. Let me just pull it up, so you can build that confidence, all right, and fully trust and know that the Lord is going to hold you down, because these words we're speaking, they're not lies. All right. They're not lies, man. So it's all truth. All right. You cannot find a lie within the truth. You can create a lie around the truth, but you can't find a lie within the truth. All right. So the words you're speaking are true. Nobody can really confound us because what we're saying is true. It's not a lie somewhere where you can dig and find. All right, so it says 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. Now, studying isn't just reading 100,000 precepts every day. All right, you got to read the scriptures, but also you have to do research. Okay, research, not just typing in one word and then no, actually thoroughly doing research, seeing what is what, looking at secular history. All right. Looking at all the stuff, man, knowing dates, times, definitions, words, so you can you wanna understand and be well rounded in what you're speaking about. So if somebody asks a question that's veering off to the right, you can answer them there. If somebody asks you a question that's veering off to the left, you can answer them there, because the scriptures also say, all right, all right, this is Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Okay, and how do you get that? By studying. Okay, studying, man. You have to become worthy by studying. Okay, a workman that needeth no. Why a workman? Because this is our job. Okay, so just like when you first get a job, you have to get accustomed, know what the job is about. All right, learn what you have to do. Okay, so it says a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. All right, why not? Because you have the knowledge, you studied, you know what you're talking about. So you're not ashamed and you're not shaky, to the point where if somebody asks you something, you start, you hesitant, you're not sure if what you're saying is right. You might try to wing it. No. All right. It says, rightly dividing the word of truth. Rightly. All right. And you'd be able to do that by what? By studying. Okay. And notice it said the word of truth. Okay. Now, real quick, let's go into that word dividing. All right. It says here to cut straight ways, to proceed on straight paths. All right. Hold a straight course, to equivalent to doing right, to make straight and smooth, to handle aright, to teach the truth directly and correctly. Okay, to teach the truth directly and correctly, man. That is the proper job of a workman of the Most High. And if you acquire the skill of being able to teach the truth directly and correctly, then you have no need to be ashamed. All right. Because understand that we have the truth. It doesn't matter how fast the person talks, because a lot of people come up and they try to play on words. They try to pick certain words and try to change the argument. All right, here it is. You argue. You're trying to explain and edify, and then they're trying to pick your words apart. And if you notice, the number one thing that these debaters and these people who like to argue do is, the minute you say something, the first response is, So let me get this straight. What you're trying to say is, or basically what you're saying is, they try to do that so they can drag you into their court. You know, they can twist up what you're saying and tell you, no, 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 this is what you're saying. They can straw man your words, all right, and make it seem as though that is your general argument. And then eventually, when they lose, they switch it to a pathos argument where they start to capitalize on people's emotions, okay, by saying, oh, now they start doing personal attacks at you and stop dealing with the scriptures completely, okay, because they're getting cut. They know that they know that they can't find a lie within this truth. They can't poke holes within this doctrine, you know. So what are they trying to do? They're like, you know what, to hell, we're not gonna deal with the scriptures. We're just gonna get at you, you know. And if you're not spiritual, now you're just going into a back and forth debate or yelling match about, oh, you're this and this, that. No, man, just stick to the scriptures. This is what they're fleeing from, okay. And we have the confidence in the scriptures, okay. So back here, Isaiah chapter 8 verse 20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not a, I think I finished. Yeah, I finished this. If they speak not according to this word, all right, this truth, it is because there is no light in them. So keep in mind, when they come up to you and they're not speaking according to this word, they don't have the light. They have darkness. We have the light. They're trying to consume our light with their darkness. So don't get it twisted. Don't let them deceive you into thinking they have the light and you have darkness, and they start putting a candle out. No. Let your fire burn, because you know you have the light. Okay? And light is stronger than darkness. Okay? So that's why the light in the light in the day is brighter than the light at night. Okay? So next precept is Luke chapter 21 verse 15. The Lord told us, he said, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Why? And how are we going to get that? From the scriptures. Okay? Not of our own vain opinion, but from the scriptures, man. Because they can't come against the Bible. The words written in here are too perfect. It's from the Most High. You cannot come against it. So if we're speaking those words, then they have no argument, man. You have nothing to say if you're trying to come against this truth. Okay? 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So when people even try to argue against, when they try to do things that in their mind is against this truth, is really for this truth. If they come up and have they try to have a giant debate, and they might have a mass following, and here it is, they're trying to quote unquote confound us. Really, they doing something for the truth, because they end up publicizing the truth, okay, while getting confounded at that. And now you have more people being marked. Okay, understand that this truth, this ministry serves numerous purposes. Okay, numerous purposes, man. And we have this is divine knowledge from the Most High. Nobody can come and confound you with this knowledge. Okay, so you have to have that boldness, man. We are right. You know, and this world teaches you, no, be open-minded to you can always be wrong, and so on. So we can always learn more, but in the truth. If you're not in the truth, you can't teach us about the scriptures, man. You can't teach us anything new. Okay? You can't. We are right according to the scriptures, because we're speaking according to the scriptures. All right? And we believe the scriptures are true, so we believe the words we speak, which are according to the scriptures, are true. All right? That means that there's nothing anybody can come and tell us that if they're not speaking the words of these scriptures, like Isaiah said, like it said in the book of Isaiah, there is no light in them. Okay? And we don't have any dealings with that. Okay? So this is Hebrews chapter 10 verse 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. Yeah, because it's that confidence, all right, that we have, knowing that this is the truth with the faith, okay, that we're able to go out there and stand so boldly in the faces of our enemies and proclaim this word. You know, we don't back down. Okay, we don't back down, man. And the true men of the Lord don't get confounded. Okay, if the Spirit of the Lord is with you, He's gonna help you find a way. You're always gonna be right according to the scriptures. If you're dealing with somebody who's coming thinking that they know the Bible, We speak with precepts. We don't speak with vain opinions, man. We speak with precepts. Okay? I should title it that, dude. That's a good title. We speak with precepts. Okay? Because whatever we say, it's as though it's a part of our speech. Whatever statement we make, what do we always say? Oh yeah, that's in this, that, or give me this and that. You might be speaking, and we're already requesting precepts because we know where you're going. All right, so we'll let the scriptures answer you. All right, if you notice, we don't speak without pulling scriptures, man, because what we're saying needs to be just like when you write an essay. All right, and you need that evidence to back up what you're saying, to back up your thesis. Yeah, we speak and we get the evidence from the scriptures. All right, our words are structured. Slakia. Our words are structured around the Bible. Okay. So it says, which have great recompense of reward. Yeah, because this confidence is what's gonna give us that willpower, that drive to endure unto the end. Because we believe and we know that this is the truth. We know that nobody in this world can confound us, can come against us. So regardless of what we're put through, we know that we're right. We're on the right path, and they're not. Okay. So it has a great recompense of reward, because if we endure unto the end, all right. Well, let me read verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. See, if we endure unto the end, we're gonna receive that promise. But you have to have confidence in what you're teaching, because if you go out there and you might be speaking the words of truth, you might be right. But if you're not confident, all right, in that you're right, somebody who's wrong, who's telling lies, can come and confound you, because you yourself are not sure of what you're saying. And they can sense that, and they'll pick on that, and they'll capitalize on that. All right, so I think it's the last precept. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 17. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in this world. Okay, so are we in this world. And what do the scriptures say, man? The scriptures say that the scriptures say, be perfect even as your Father in heaven is. Okay, and the Most High is a power of wisdom. And since we have that spirit from the Most High, what in this world we are powers of wisdom, because we're speaking the wisdom of the Most High, man, not the wisdom of this world, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High, which is why it's foolishness to us too. All right, we don't live our lives according to the wisdom of this world. All right, we know, man, because it's folly. It leads nowhere. It has no substance. It's vanity. All right, we hold the eternal wisdom, man, the wisdom of salvation. Okay, but that's it. Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. Hey, man, when you out there, wherever you are, speak with confidence, man. Like have the faith. All right, that what you're. Well, let me just end it with this. Romans 14, verse 5. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Okay, so if you come into this truth, you got to count the cost, and you got to be fully persuaded that this is the truth. All right, nobody can persuade you as much as you can yourself. In the sense of, if I tell you something, unless you fully believe it, you don't. I can't make you believe something. So when you're teaching this word, man, you have to be fully persuaded in your mind. All right. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.